are the type of videos that I think Kidsmoove should continue to do on his channel, man. Not all this pony bought this and pony bought that, because to be honest with you, this has been going on for a long time. I remember these are the same individuals that complain about Prototype 2 because the main lead character was black. They didn't say pushing agendas, but I mean, at this point, you might as well say it was the same thing. But yet, we didn't listen to these people. We still picked up Prototype 2, and to be honest with you guys, that game is far better than the first one. And I like the first one too. But like I said, you keep listening to these people, they will single-handedly take enjoyment out of everything you love. And that's what I tried to tell you, bro. All these people ain't nothing but a bunch of political leeches harping onto these topics. Guaranteed majority of them don't even play games. They're not even happy with themselves. And they want to take the only happiness that you can have by going out there playing this game.
This Chunk Cheeks Grums out here, doing his detective work. He's calling out, SBI, Sweet Baby Inc., and he's saying this game is full of DI, and his, when he comes to this point, he comes correct in his, delivery and stuff like that. So I'm not mad at his points. My thing is that, dude, we already seen what you did to games that have anything of people of color, or if they're
y'all did it with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Even though Yasuke was historically accurate, even the Japanese people could tell you, oh, he was not a real samurai, he was a retainer, he was this and that. But yet, for some reason, it's fine to play Assassin's Creed game with Ezio, even though he ain't historically accurate. I wonder why that's the case. You people are out here hating on these games just because you don't want to see a black lead character. It is what it is. It's official now. After this game, bro, you just expose yourself. What are you trying to say? A black character doesn't... It's in the South. It's based off Southern historical aspects. What are you talking about?
Like stuff that, for...
Let's go.
Preferable treatment to other communities and whatnot. My only beef with this whole SBI, DEI, detective agent sort of type work that these guys are doing.
Detective agent.
I feel like
Inspector Gadget.
Seems like this thing only comes up every time they see a black person in a video game.
Yep. Facts. Or a female lead character or anything of that nature. It is what it is, man. And unfortunately, we live in a society where if you say something ignorant, you get a lot of likes, you get a lot of views. And that's why these people do it. They know what they know. People like Grums knows how stupid it is for him to say that, bro. I mean, are we going to attach Sweet Baby Inc. to every game that we play now? Is this what we doing, people?
And the crazy thing is, they're going after South of Midnight. And South of Midnight is a black game. The actors are black. The directors are of the performance and stuff are black. The game is written for a black folklore, Deep South, but modern day. Sure, the people creating the game Well,
that's funny because a lot of these same individuals like Spawn, which was made by Todd McFarlane, which is a white guy, having his betrayal of a black person, which, like I said, I love Spawn. Spawn is one of the most coolest characters that have ever been introduced into comic books. Matter of fact, I go as far to say he needs his own video game. But come on, bro. At the end of the day, man, all this woke stuff, oh, they pushing agendas, they out here doing, bro, come on, bro. Y'all using the same argument for every single game, man, and you're getting exposed for it right now.
The technical work are probably white or, Asian or whatever. Just.
Well, it's probably just a group of people, Asian, black, white. It's just probably a bunch of different people. That it is what it is. It needs to be nothing more than that. So now we're gonna say, oh, black games need to be made by black people, and white games need to be made by white developers. Is this what we doing, guys? Are you serious? I mean, come on, man. It's 2024, and you people still going on about playing a video game off this wokety woke stuff. How about if the game is good? You know what I'm saying? You people have no valid argument.
How things work out, you know what I mean? But in terms of hey, we want to create this game inspired by this people, by this area. My thing is, how is that forced DEI? How is that forced SPI? How is that forced anything? How are you going to go into hey, I want to tell a black story, right? And then you got these people don't want black people in it. Imagine.
Well, the same thing they say about they little superheroes and characters, right? Oh, how they can't make these Batmans and James Bond, they can't make them like that when it's all based off your interpretation. Like I said, man, that's the beauty of art, being able to take something and make it different. This has been going on since the beginning of time, bro. Half the Batman, Supermans that are not even played by the same people. Some of them have different origins. Some live in different countries. But like I said, man, I'm starting to see a lot of insecurity going on with, the what community. Because, I mean, to be honest with you, you guys can't say it's us because we ain't the ones making these arguments. It's you guys. What do you mean by you guys? You know what I mean.
If they put... they had this game...
What do you mean by you people?
A white woman or a white male, that shit might come off extremely off, especially when you see how the game is playing out. This shit might come completely off. So my thing is,
and it's in New Orleans.
A place for that stupid DEI work. I understand like what they did with Concord and freaking Star Wars, whatever, all these other games where
it was pretty obvious. But even Star Wars was a stretch. Smooth. Come on, bro. Like, I understand. See, that's the problem. He's kind of a follower in some cases. Even it was kind of stretched out with Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, the female character looked a little bit masculine, and you know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. A lot of these so-called quote-unquote gamer girls, you ain't gonna be doing the stuff Abby's doing unless you got the build or the body type. It's so funny that you guys talk about realism in video games, but yet when you got a realistic character like Abby, which actually looks like a girl that be getting down like that, y'all want these pretty girls with these nice behinds and Stella Blade, bro. You know dang well those girls ain't going around climbing up no walls and beating up guys like this. You know it if you're talking about real life. But, it's a video game. We gotta use our imagination. Yep, and then they want to bring up realism with historical accuracy with Yasuke, talking about he was a retainer, he was not a samurai, even though they never used the term samurai back then. But the fact that he existed is more of a reason as to why Assassin's Creed can build something off that and make their own tale. Because that's all it is. Unless you guys believe Medusa and all these other aspects are real.
Unnecessary thing that's just added to the game for no reason. Even like Dragon Age, which I'm actually looking forward to. I want to play Dragon Age, I just haven't had the time. Like, you know what I mean? There's these things that might be off.
Oh, say there's a few, people of color, and she's the writer of the game.
But simply, you can see in the documentary, all the people that say, if it hasn't occurred to you that this is I'm gonna just call it's a black game. I'm not saying that it's a black game so other races or anybody can't play. I'm just saying if you don't want to play as a black people or you don't want to see black people don't play it. This is not like no sneaky shit. This is when it was first revealed to us, when they first revealed South of Midnight to us.
This comes down to that entitlement that these group of people have. I don't even have to put a label to it, but these specific group, they're so used to consuming media with the way they used to. It's so funny because now they're even taking the same, blackwash. What do you mean blackwash? Things have been whitewashed for over centuries, and now these people want to sit there and complain about things being blackwashed. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, your music wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for our people in the first place. Like, I mean, let's just show respect to where it's due. Because at the end of the day, man, this type of stuff needs to stop being tolerated in this gaming community, man. Because I like a lot of different characters like Torok, Shadow Man, Shadow of the Dam, which are all people, games of color. But yet, I guess I can't play these games because they SGW or DEI, whatever. And I'll just call them Inspector Gamers. You ever heard of Inspector Gadget? We got Inspector Gamers now, guys.
Fill it with like some white women fighting freaking trees and shit like that. Nah, it was a black woman, and this stop motion graphics with this southern folklore with these stories, these creatures inspired by like the deep south and whatnot. So my thing is, when we first saw the game, it was like, okay, that looks good, right? And now that we see who's behind it, I'm actually even more excited for it because I know it's not a bunch of, you know what I mean? And this is, I don't want this to sound like horrible, but I know it's not a bunch of like white people trying to tell a black story. That's racist.
Well, it goes back to my argument. It's true. How many times do we see a lot of black lead characters made by, a lot of what he just said? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that because I still love Spawn, and Spawn is still one of the coolest characters that I know imaginable. But he's right about that. And now that you finally got something, because you remember, these are the same people, it's not that we hate these characters. It has more to do with the fact that they're not original and they don't have their own games and they're just trying to change Superman into what he isn't. And now that they make their own character, you people still ain't happy.
What I don't
Come
like,
on, man.
It's like, okay, they got some right people. They got the right people for the mix. They got the right actors. They got the right directors. And they're trying to go for it in the most authentic way possible. You got to respect that. I don't care who's behind it. I don't care if it's SBI. I don't care if you think it's DEI or anything like that. You got to respect it. This is the proper way to bring a game of culture. You got to get the right people behind it. You know what I mean? So, and I'm sick of it. Every time this stuff occurs, like you got people like Grums and his racist ass minions and his racist ass army try to attack the game. They're trying
to. They do this with every game, man. They're just a bunch of political leeches, man. These are the same people that say keep politics out of gaming, but are the same individuals pushing politics into gaming. Why do you guys think I used to address a lot of these people before? Maybe it didn't catch on with you guys, but look, these people are single-handedly ruining your enjoyment of a game. You gotta think about it. Were these people back then? Like, should I be ashamed that I played the Medal of Honor on PS1 with the female lead character in the French Revolution? Or should I play the one, well, I played that one too. Or should I play the one with only the man? Bro, we did not think like this back in the days, man. And if we had a few people that did, we just didn't listen to them.
Attack the producers, the publishers, because they put a little bit of color in this game. This game ain't a little bit of color; it's a whole lot of color. It's a black game, so I'm going to buy it. I
wouldn't even say it's just that. I would say it's just a Southern game. I mean, there was a white character they just showed. I think it's not even about that. I just think it's people trying to push narratives. That's all it is.
To support it, not because it's a black game. There's plenty of games with black leads and stuff that are, some of them are trash, some of them are decent, some of them are good. This looks really good. This looks like
well, that's what I'm saying.
That they have for no reason. Like, imagine going off about a black game for having black characters. Yeah. Like, it makes no sense.
It's like they get mad, but they didn't get mad at China for changing Black Panther into a Chinese man, right? I'm just speaking facts. You see, it is what it is, man. There's this subtle, racism in this community, man, and you guys have noticed it yourselves. It is what it is, bro. They don't want to see people of color in video games. That's all it is, bro. All these political channels like the Quarterin, Melanie, that's all they want, bro. I'm very shocked how you people continue to subscribe and watch their content, even after all the stuff they've done to the gaming community. Now, I'm not saying there's not some points that they don't have, which aren't correct, like what Smoove said, but there's a lot of elements and aspects where it's like, come on, man, that's a little far-fetched. And they still do it. They don't care.
Yeah, who you want to be in this game? Oh, if they don't like the fact that it's a black lead, they don't like the fact they got a bunch of black people involved with it. They don't like the fact that the lead's a woman. They don't like the fact that the lead doesn't have like busty tits or like or overexposure body. Porn is practically free, but you need it in your video games. So I wish you guys like Drums stop hating, stop race baiting, stop being a poison to the industry. Nobody cares about what you did in the industry. You don't mean shit to the industry. You haven't done anything for the industry. I don't care what you did in your past, who you worked for, what you created. Everything you touch has been trash, and everything you have an opinion on is trash. I will not follow it. I don't care. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. You lost a couple already, man. Stop with the race baiting, and that's all I got.
Yeah, that's facts, man. You know what's funny, man? And you know how Kidsmoove, every time he started on this channel, he took nothing but L's. But this time, I gotta give him a W because, what he's saying is true. We started to see this time and time again, guys, bro. It's gonna get to the point where it's like we're not gonna have anything to play. Did people complain about a woman character in the movie Alien? No. And think about it. And I'm not saying Ripley, whatever. I don't like talking about people's, how they look. I mean, she was decently attractive, but come on, guys. Ripley in the Aliens movie didn't look like what you guys want these game characters to be. Let's be honest. And I'm a huge fan of the Aliens movies. I like Aliens, but she did not look all this girly girl stuff that you guys keep saying that a lot of these female characters should look like. You know, she kind of looked like a female boy, tomboy, right? But yet y'all like that. See, these things that we enjoyed when we was growing up, we enjoyed them because of the time periods that they came about. Now we live in a society where people just want to constantly hate on everything. And that's fine. Be critical of things. That's the best thing to do. But you guys are critical on things for all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? The first thing you guys complain about is this. Y'all don't talk about the gameplay. Y'all don't talk about this. You talk about the character. They're doing it with Ghost of Yote, whatever. Oh, I'm not playing that because it's a... There you go. Well, it is what it is, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, man, Kidsmoove, he got a W.